Okay, just want to do a real quick update on this PSA Saber 10. So, I did get it running fairly well, and I went out to the range today. Actually, had a pretty decent day at the range with this today. Still had two malfunctions, and I'll get to those in a minute. You can see there's a bolt catch sitting here. So, it was snowing today here in Pennsylvania, and I went out, just had a blast. I'm rolling some footage, but on me shooting. So the problem that I've had with this was, today anyways, was, see the bolt catch is missing? You see what's in there? See the plunger? I'll roll in pictures. That plunger, there's a spring in there. It won't come out. If you look, there's it looks like metal pushed up, and it's, or a burr, or whatever you want to call that, pushing in on the plunger. So somebody at PSA decided, they saw that, and they still decided it was a good idea to just force the spring and plunger in there, and then when it didn't come back out, instead of getting help or ditching the receiver, they just, screw it, it's good. So I'm going to roll in footage of me shooting. So what was happening was, it had it happen twice today. The bolt catch would just inadvertently catch the bolt, lock the bolt open, even if there was ammunition left in the magazine. And like I said, I'll put pictures of that in. So I got back to that. I assumed I could just take the mag catch out, or sorry, the bolt catch out, and I was going to send a guy from PSA that I've been talking to a picture of the spring. I figured maybe somebody put an Air 15 spring in, no big deal. He could just send me a new one, and I'll put it in and be good to go. But obviously, that's not going to happen. Originally, when I was first having issues with this thing not cycling, it turned out that it was the donut, and then I cleaned the O-ring and the extractor. I cleaned the chamber out, and I cycled 40 rounds of soft point Federal ammunition. It cycled fine. It was actually working good. I also found, and I did, if you keep up with some of my stuff, I also found that the feed ramps here there's actually overhang. I'll roll in a picture of it, but you can see here, this is out here. See if I can get it though. Where is it? There, that one. You can see, I apologize for the light, but you can see there's the overhang. It just won't, it gets caught every time. You can stick your fingernail on that. I think this one does it too. Yeah, it catches every time. Now it doesn't affect the operation of the gun, at least with PMags. Now it might with SR25 Duramags or whatever, but with the Gen 3 PMags, it presents the round up high enough that it won't get caught on the feed ramps. But so that was an issue. The main issue for the cycling was the O-ring, and there might be something wrong with the chamber not being cut quite right, because I would assume everybody else that has these Saber 10s has the donut in their extractor, and it seems to be working fine. At least everybody on YouTube anyways that posts videos. I haven't heard anybody say anything about that. So I'd reached out to them, and I sent them the first video that I did, and he's like, hey, look, you seem to have gotten it working. Take the donut out, or the donut was out. He said, put the second extractor spring back in and clean the chamber, take it back out, and see what it does. So I did that, shot 40 rounds, no problems. So I was like, okay. They didn't really seem like they wanted to take the upper back and fix the feed ramp issues. But I was reading up that it's not really a huge deal anyways. And then I was watching School of the American Rifleman, and he was talking about that, and he said, yeah, with some mags, it's not an issue, but with other mags, it can be an issue, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to run PMags with this anyways, but the point is, it's not correct, it's not right, and it kind of bugs me. I've never seen that before. I have a ton of AR-15s, and every single one is like silky smooth on the feed ramps. Even the Colt, well, the Colt that has 2,800 rounds on it, but that's because it's been cycled so much. So, anyways, today, like I said, was working fine. I was planning on emailing him today when I got back from the range and just saying, hey, look, everything's jiving good, everything's working, you know, appreciate your help. Like I said, because they didn't seem super interested in taking the upper back. Anywho, so then I'll roll in footage of this, what this bolt catch was doing, and it was super loose. So I'll roll in a ton of footage because I had put all this on camera, and anyways, I emailed him, showed him pictures of this, and he said about it being, you know, there's a burr there. They just wanted the lower back. He's like, just send me the lower back, and if we can't get that fixed, we'll just get you a new lower. And I'm like, all right, look, at this point, can you just send me a whole new rifle? Like, I'll send you this thing back. Send me a new gun. I said, because it seems like every time I turn around, there's a new issue with this gun. And I keep shooting all this ammunition through this gun, trying to get it to work right. And at this point, I really would just prefer a new rifle. And he said that they don't switch guns out one for one, but they will repair. He's going to take the whole thing back now, and they're going to repair the feed ramps. They're going to repair this. And I think there was something else, but I can't think off the top of my head. I have a list, but it's on my email. And I think it was just the feed. Oh, I'm going to tell them to just inspect the chamber and make sure the chamber's cut right. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind if they just threw a whole new barrel on this, which they might have to, because I don't know how they're going to fix that overhang. There's something wrong with either the barrel extension itself or the way that they put the whole barrel assembly on. So they may change the whole barrel out, you know, we'll see. But I just wanted to document everything. Like I said, oh, the other issue, that's what it was. There was a third issue. It's not an issue, but it's a cosmetic thing. And if I'm sending it back, yeah, see, there's a little nick there on the bolt lug. And I told him, I said, look, typically if there was, well, I didn't say this, but I said, I'm telling you, typically if there was no other issues, I would have just let that bolt slide. But I got to send the damn thing back anyways. There's nothing but issues with this gun. I said about the bolt. I said, can you fix the bolt? I said, you know, I don't know if they'll give me a new bolt. Obviously, they're not going to be able to fix that lug. So I'm hoping that they throw a new bolt in, even if they don't give me a new carrier. They just give me a new bolt. I said, I didn't pay for a blam gun. This isn't supposed to be a blam gun. There should not be blemishes on it from the factory. So the bolt is one issue, the bolt lug. This barrel extension here that is torqued. And I'm going to roll in some other pictures. You'll see. So some of the star points on the star chamber, they have like kind of rolled over pieces of metal on them. And I'm going to try to roll in pictures. I've sent him all these pictures that I'm showing on here. So I put everything back to the way it was. I put the stock back on. This actually isn't the PSA stock. As you can see, it's not the same one. I don't have that stock anymore. But this is a commercial stock, so if they just throw it away, then whatever they want to do with it. If they end up giving me a new lower, I took my GI stock off. I put their trigger back in, and so everything's completely stocked the way I got it, basically. So anyways, I'll let you know. I'll keep track of how long it takes. They say it says 2 to 3 business days to get the shipping label, and then I think it says 2 to 3 weeks for turnaround time to get them to look at it and everything, which is fine. Whatever. So as long as it gets fixed. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll keep everybody updated. This isn't a huge deal. This is definitely not my first gun I've sent back. The only problem with making videos like this is it gives people that hate PSA ammunition to hate PSA. Unfortunately, like I said, I just don't have very good luck with any of my new firearms that I buy. So, all right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.